thought we went into the game wanting to play physical and try to eliminate all the explosive plays. And I think as a unit in the second half, or in the unit as a unit in the first half, we were playing physical. We let a run slip, one explosive run slip, but I think overall in the game we held the line of scrimmage. We tackled the running back, forced him to get the ball on the perimeter, throwing the ball, and so in the second half I think we stepped it up as a group, as a unit, to try to eliminate the run game completely and just try to make them one-dimensional as an offense.
Thank you. We'll go to next question will be from Andrew Mentok.
I guess this question's for all of you. Brian Kelly talked about in his press conference how maybe early in the game, especially on like the first 3 drives, maybe there was some tentativeness and not really playing aggressively enough coming up to make tackles. Can one of you guys kind of address that, and if you guys kind of saw the same thing, and maybe how you settled in as the game went on?
I don't really think it was with us being shy or any tension of us holding back. I think it just wasn't an execution deal. I don't think we executed well in those first few drives, and we just had to settle down. Coach Lee always preaches to us to just start fast, and when you don't do that, you see what happens. So I don't think it was us being timid or shy or anything, but just a deal where we didn't execute to the fullest of our abilities. So.
Andrew, we'll stick with you.
I guess kind of looking at the final score, this first time in the last 2 years Alabama's been held to less than 35 points. I guess in some ways there's some things you're definitely happy with your performance, and in a way you guys may have done some of what you could to help win the game.
As a unit, our job is to go out there and limit the offense to 0 points if we can. We don't try to take moral victories by holding them to 31 points. If our offense can't get it going, then our job is to go out there and limit them to no points if we can. Limit them to field goals in the red zone. And so, we stepped it up as a defense in the second half, and we fought to the end as a defense. But this unit, we don't believe in moral victories, and so we pride ourselves on trying to shut out teams. And so if our offense can't get it going, then 3-0 should be the game-winning score for us. And so, yeah.
The next question is typed in from Mike Reeves. For any of the student athletes, how difficult is it to fall just a tad bit short in this game after a terrific season?
I think the loss, is hurtful to all the guys on the team. We've battled through a lot of stuff, battled through a lot of adversity through 2020. In August, going back, we didn't even know if we were going to have a season. So having a successful season, going undefeated in the regular season is special. I attribute it to the senior class and the 5th years and even the 6th year of creating an identity for the team, creating a brotherhood that propelled us in the season. So coming up short hurts. We came in looking to go to the national championship, but looking back at it through 2020, I'm just extremely proud of what we accomplished and how this team is heading into 2021.
Next question will come from Carter Carrolls.
I'll do this one with Kyle and Drew. Just with obviously Barkley taking the Vanderbilt job, what would you guys say are the top qualities you would like in a new defensive coordinator? What are kind of the, priorities, the qualities that you guys would like in a new DC?
Well, I know into the hiring process, we got full trust in Coach Kelly to sit down and interview a bunch of candidates, and I'm sure me and Kyle will be in the room for some of those meetings as well. And I'm just excited to see who the next DC is because he's got a unit here that is super close with each other. that plays with the ball and hunts. And I really think, Coach Kelly's done a great job in his hires through my 4 years here. So I have full trust in him to pick the right candidate.
Yeah, kind of going off that, I think we all trust Coach Kelly in his judgment and whatever decision he's going to make, along with the rest of the defensive staff. But I mean, filling Coach Lee's shoes are big shoes to fill, and he's going to do great at Vanderbilt. I believe that with my whole heart. He's a great guy, great coach, and I think Coach Kelly knows that we respond well to that, and I think he'll try to find a guy that's as cerebral, as dedicated, and as focused on making us better football players as well as better men.
Next question, we'll go back to Andrew. Andrew, I believe you're muted.
Can you hear me now? Sean, this one's for you. I guess I know you already mentioned that you don't foresee yourself coming back next year. What are some things you're really most proud of for the season and kind of switching positions, and maybe what you'll remember most fondly about your 6 years in Notre Dame?
Just first off, I want to just thank Coach Kelly for continuing to stick with me throughout all the adversity, throughout all the years. He's trusted me with playing different positions and learning new positions. I'm grateful for just being named the captain this year, being a part of this 2020 team, and just each year I've been on the team is the teams have been close, but there was never one like this, and so I'm gonna definitely miss it the most. I was a leader on this team, and just the young guys stepped up when their name was called, and I was just proud to see that. I was grateful to play with some All-Americans throughout my time here, and see some All-Americans as I was sidelined. But it's just been a tremendous ride here, and I'm just so grateful for Coach Kelly and the guys on the team and the rest of the staff members just continuing to believe in me through the hard times, and just cheering for me through the good times. And so I appreciate all of them. I appreciate all the memories, and I'm definitely going to miss this place.
Our next question will go to Carter Carrolls.
Meant to lower my hand. Don't have a question.
Never mind. Next up is Chris Heidel.
Hey guys, sorry for the tough loss tonight down there. What does Alabama, their wide receiver or Smith, what does he look like up close and personal? He seems like he's one of those. He's going to be playing Sunday afternoons or any time during the NFL.
I think a DB should take that. What does he look like up close?
Yeah, in person. Like he's in person because you just saw him on video, and film and all that stuff. What did he look like up close?
I think he's 6'1", 175.
And he's going to be probably on Sundays, right?
I think so.
All right, our next question will go to Pete Sampson.
Jeremiah, I want to ask you about the conflict that Alabama puts you in offensively as a defense. Clark Lee talks about playing left, or making an opponent play left-handed. Is that, you have Devonta Smith and Najee Harris and Mechie, does Alabama sort of let you do that to take away a strength when they have others?
I'm not sure how, the specifics on, what their game plan was. There's a lot of runs to the boundary, a lot of runs to the field as well. There's a lot of throws to the boundary, a lot of throws to the field. So I'm not sure on the details of what the game plan was. Regardless of where the ball went, I feel like our guys, did the best that they could do. There was some errors where we needed to execute, but overall, this is a brotherhood, and all of our guys are out there trying to play to the best of their abilities, and just making sure we execute. But tonight we, came up short. So.
Our next question, Chris Daly, you're up.
Jeremiah, you're set to leave Notre Dame and go to the big leagues. What does this university mean to you?
Well, I haven't yet, announced anything, but what this university means to me is just the people who are in this university. I think that's what makes up, such a prominent place. I've been here for 4 years and love the brotherhood that has came through here. Love the coaches that have coached me, and just the process in which we've always worked. To fulfill not only, as Kyle said, not only the football player, but also the man himself. So, I'm thankful for the coaches, thankful for my teammates, and also thankful for all my professors and things like that. So, yeah.
We've got time for 3 more questions. Next up will be another online. For any of the student athletes, was the Alabama big play capability more about them making plays or your defense not being able to make plays?
I definitely think it was more about us, just playing within our structure and doing what we're supposed to do. I think every time they got a big play, whether it was missing tackles or not getting off blocks or not being in the right spot at the right time, it's all stuff that we can control. And our coaches always preach that the offenses never really do anything special. When they get big plays against us, it's more us just having mental errors, and that's something we need to improve on as a defense. Just going forward in the future, because I think big plays have hurt us a lot this year and obviously hurt us tonight. So I think it's something to grow on and something to be better at, but I think we'll be there eventually.
2 more questions. Next up, Pete Sampson.
Yeah, Drew, I wanted to ask you sort of just about kind of similar question to Jeremiah, the conflict that Alabama puts you in. Like, how difficult is that to read out? Is it an overly complicated scheme? It doesn't sound like it is. So does that have more to do with just like the players that they have at their disposal?
Yeah, they have an extremely talented offense. I think the whole country knows that, and our game plan going into it was to limit the big plays and make them line up and snap it as many times as they can. And in the first quarter, it was really communications and just not executing the defensive structure well. So that was attributed to those scores, and then battling back the rest of the game. I thought we did a pretty good job. They have an electric offense, so of course they're going to make big plays. So the real emphasis was to down the ball and live another day and make them drive the field.
And our final question will come from Len Clark.
This question is addressed to all the student athletes. Can you talk about the physicality and what's been done over the past couple of years to put you in a position to compete, especially going into the latter stages of the year and the season from a physical standpoint?
Just starting from when we first got here, or when I first got here, Coach Bailey has done a tremendously awesome job with understanding how the body works, understanding how to get one stronger, but even above that, you have a mental aspect of it that is really prominent. Guys wanting to be able to be physical, guys wanting to be able to, answer back. Notre Dame has always been known for its physicality, and we just wanted to get back to that. So while, Coach Bailey has done a great job, it's about the brotherhood and how the brotherhood elevated in their mindset. So I think that was a key thing in, how physical we have been, over the past few years.
All right. Thank you, Notre Dame. Thank you, media. That's it for this post-game news conference.